Hello, this is Running Robert, and today we're going to be talking about the Anavex Life Sciences Corporation AVXL third quarter 2023 summary. Today is the 28th of November 2023, and in the summary, we're going to be looking at their third quarter report. We're going to look at the bullish parts, we're going to look at the bearish parts, we're going to dig into it. So I generally follow small cap pharma. I do games, so if you like what I'm doing, hey, please like and subscribe. It helps out a lot, and thank you. I do own shares in Anavex. I'm an amateur investor, and any advice given should be followed up by your own due diligence, and any information given is valid for today, the 28th of November, and the slideshow will not be updated. As you get new news, new slideshow. So, what's happened? It's been a fairly busy month for the most part. So, the company had its quarterly report on the 27th of November, 2023. On the 20th of November, the company reported that it started its filing for approval of Anavex 273 in the EU. And this follows a discussion with the EMA, the European Medicines Agency, about the data. Also, this follows a spike in late October when the company stated that they will have complete data from the phase 2b/3 trials that were released in the second half of 2023. We're going to talk about that a little bit more. Shares were as low as $5 before today's spikes. Unfortunately, today's news was not taken very well, and we're going to really go over what it was. Okay, so the quarterly conference call is fairly bland. They had several discussions with the EMA, but chose the EU first since that's where most of the trials are run, and it would take the longest to complete the filing. So, not quite a great answer to that question for sure. Like, I would have preferred the FDA and gotten it done quicker. They also did RET data is either going to be late December 2023 or first quarter of 2024. There was an additional safety follow-up that they had to complete. And then peer-reviewed full clinical data publications soon. So, yeah. What was good? Obviously, having the EMA filing getting started was really good. Like, that at least shows that they talked to the agency. The agency liked the data. They saw enough for filing. That's definitely very positive. We can also see that money is definitely not an issue. You know, they have 150 in the bank. They really don't burn that much cash. And so we're good there. And we could see this data this year, but maybe the first quarter of 2024. But hey, at least we're getting closer. We would like to see it in the second half, in December. But it sounds like we're going to see in the first quarter, but at least we're close enough that, first quarter is probably what is going to happen. Okay, so what was wrong with the call? So delays. RET could be delayed for safety. That was something that we did not know. There was no concrete information about the full data release for Alzheimer's. Originally, they said second half of 2023, and they really just said we're going to publicize it in a peer-reviewed journal, which is positive, but didn't give a time frame for it. Attention AD was mentioned as part of the package, but that won't be completed to the second half of 2024. That was probably for the EMA and the FDA. And then really what hurt the most is the quote. So after someone gave a question about what are you going to do with the FDA? And he kind of pivoted back to the EMA and the EU, and they said, that does not mean that we will proceed with other international applications as well. So that really just put a lot of cold water on it. Like, I'm not sure why the EMA would go forward, but they wouldn't go forward with the FDA. It was just a terrible statement. And of course, Parkinson's trial, maybe we'll get it at some point. Probably not. So by the summary is by the conference call, it seems like they have not even started a conversation with the FDA, which again is just the problem with this company is they just don't take any action. Of course, EMA kind of goes with that, and the EMA agreeing with them to start the process is definitely a positive step, but how long is it going to take them to file? Is it going to be filed in 3 months, 6 months, a year? We know this company does not move quick. However, again, this call was the miscellaneous special, confusing with very few direct answers. And at this point, I believe they need to bring in another CEO. Like, I listened to the conference call, kind of having to go back and just, looking at the decisions. Well, we're going to start on the one that's going to take us the longest to complete instead of looking at the one that's going to take us the quickest to complete. Or I'd even be okay with that if they said, hey, we are going to get RET and then we'll get Alzheimer's. Like, just something. But him taking like, hey, this is going to be the worst case, and we're going to go with that, and we're going to let the rest of them kind of just sit, and we're not going to give information. Again, just a terrible answer for a CEO. And that's just it. So, again, overall, we just are going to sit, and we're going to have to wait. I own shares. Obviously, the positive step for the EMA was definitely good, but this company just takes forever to do anything. And at this point, it's frustrating. They need a new CEO. I hope we get one in 2024, and we will hopefully go from there. And maybe when we do, we will see a bigger bounce for him. So hopefully this helped you make the decisions. There's some good, there's some bad. But again, we're still in the waiting game. We'll see what happens in December, and we'll go from there. But thank you very much for watching and listening, and I hope you have a wonderful day.